The 1970s was a pivotal decade for science fiction. As the world grappled with social, political, and environmental changes, writers of the genre began to address these complex issues through imaginative and futuristic narratives. From interstellar adventures to dystopian reflections of society, the sci-fi novels of the 1970s pushed the boundaries of the genre and continue to inspire readers and writers alike. Here are 10 essential sci-fi reads from the decade that helped shape the future of speculative fiction. Number 1. The Dispossessed by Ursula K. Le Guin, published in 1974. Ursula K. Le Guin's book, The Dispossessed, is a cornerstone of 1970s science fiction, blending political theory with interstellar travel. The novel explores two contrasting societies: Urus, a capitalist world of wealth and inequality, and Anares, a desolate anarchist society founded on the principles of communal living. Through the eyes of Shevek, a brilliant physicist who seeks to reconcile the two worlds, Le Guin examines the costs and rewards of freedom, individualism, and revolution. Is celebrated not only for its philosophical depth, but for its empathetic portrayal of humanity's search for meaning and equality. Le Guin's ability to craft richly detailed worlds and complex characters makes this novel a timeless exploration of politics, identity, and societal structures. Number 2. Ringworld by Larry Niven, published in 1970. Larry Niven's book, Ringworld, is a seminal work in the hard sci-fi subgenre, famous for its imaginative world-building and scientific rigor. The novel follows Louis Wu and his team of explorers as they investigate a colossal ring-shaped structure that encircles a distant star. The ring, with a habitable surface area millions of times larger than Earth, presents a mystery of technological sophistication and ancient alien engineering. Niven's clever integration of theoretical physics, along with the novel's grand scale and adventure, made an instant classic. It explores themes of exploration, survival, and human curiosity while questioning the limitations of advanced civilizations. The novel also had a lasting impact on later science fiction, inspiring numerous space opera stories. Number 3. The Forever War by Joe Haldeman, published in 1974. Drawing from his own experiences as a Vietnam War veteran, Joe Haldeman's science fiction novel offers a gripping critique of war, bureaucracy, and the alienation of soldiers. The novel follows William Mandela, a soldier conscripted into an interstellar war against an alien species known as the Taurans. However, because of the effects of time dilation, Mandela experiences time differently than those on Earth, returning from battle after centuries have passed. Haldeman's commentary on the futility of war and the profound disconnect soldiers feel upon their return makes The Forever War one of the most poignant military sci-fi novels of the decade. Its anti-war message resonated strongly with readers during the post-Vietnam era and remains relevant today. Number 4. Gateway by Frederik Pohl, 1977. In the science fiction novel Gateway, published in 1977, author Frederik Pohl masterfully combines a sense of wonder with existential dread. The novel is set around a mysterious alien space station called Gateway, which offers humans the chance to use ancient spacecraft to travel to unknown destinations, often with deadly results. Robinette Broadhead, the novel's protagonist, is haunted by his past experiences aboard one of these ships and spends the novel in therapy, unraveling his psychological trauma. The tension between the thrill of exploration and the fear of the unknown masterfully builds suspense, and Pohl's portrayal of flawed, relatable characters adds emotional depth to the novel's speculative premise. It is a profound meditation on risk, reward, and the unknown forces that shape our lives. Number 5. The Lathe of Heaven by Ursula K. Le Guin, published in 1971, is one of Ursula K. Le Guin's most philosophical and introspective novels. It tells the story of George Orr, a man whose dreams can alter reality. When his psychiatrist, Dr. Haber, discovers this ability, he attempts to use it to reshape the world according to his own utopian ideals, with disastrous consequences. Le Guin uses this premise to explore themes of power, control, and the unpredictability of human desires. The novel also delves into the ethical implications of tampering with reality and the dangers of utopian thinking. With its surreal atmosphere and thought-provoking questions, it is both a psychological drama and a chilling sci-fi exploration of the human condition. Number 6. Dying Inside by Robert Silverberg, published in 1972, is a character-driven novel that offers a unique twist on the classic sci-fi trope of telepathy. The protagonist, David Seelig, is a telepath living in New York City, who finds his abilities gradually fading as he ages. The novel is less about the mechanics of his power and more about the psychological and emotional toll it takes on him. Through Selig's struggles, Silverberg explores themes of alienation, identity, and the loss of personal agency. Dying Inside is a haunting meditation on loneliness and the fear of losing one's sense of self, making it one of the most introspective and humanistic sci-fi novels of the 1970s. Number 7, The Female Man by Joanna Russ. Joanna Russ's book, The Female Man, published in 1975, is a groundbreaking feminist sci-fi novel that challenges traditional gender roles and the patriarchal structures of society. The story revolves around 4 women from different realities, each representing different stages of feminist consciousness, who come together to share their experiences. Through this multi-perspective narrative, Russ critiques sexism, gender identity, and the social constructs that limit women's autonomy. The Female Man is as much a call to action as it is a work of speculative fiction, offering a radical and unapologetic critique of societal norms. Its experimental structure and bold thematic content make it a standout work from the 1970s, and its relevance to feminist discourse endures today. Number 8. Roadside Picnic by Arkady and Boris Strugatsky, published in 1972, is a haunting and enigmatic novel that serves as the basis for the 1979 film Stalker, directed by Andrei Tarkovsky, with a screenplay written by the Strugatsky brothers. The events of this novel take place in the aftermath of an alien visitation, in which mysterious zones filled with incomprehensible technology and phenomena are left behind. Redrick Schuhart, a stalker who scavenges the dangerous zones for artifacts, faces the moral and existential implications of his risky work. The Strugatsky brothers use this setting to explore human greed, the unknown forces of the universe, and the ways in which alien technology might be beyond human comprehension. Roadside Picnic is both a philosophical reflection on human nature and a gripping sci-fi thriller, making it a must-read from the decade of the 1970s. Number 9. A Scanner Darkley by Philip K. Dick. In the science fiction novel, A Scanner Darkley, published in 1977, Philip K. Dick offers a mind-bending exploration of drug addiction, surveillance, and paranoia. The novel is set in a near-future society where undercover narcotics agent Bob Arctor begins to lose his grip on reality as he investigates a powerful drug known as Substance D. The novel's fragmented narrative reflects Arctor's deteriorating mental state, making it both a psychological thriller and a cautionary tale about the dangers of drug abuse and totalitarian surveillance. Dick's exploration of fractured identity and societal decay makes A Scanner Darkley one of his most personal and profound works. Number 10. The Stand by Stephen King. While primarily known as a horror author, Stephen King's science fiction book, The Stand, published in 1978, is a genre-bending epic that blends elements of post-apocalyptic science fiction with supernatural horror. The novel depicts a world ravaged by a man-made plague, leading to the collapse of civilization and a final showdown between good and evil. King's rich characterizations and sprawling narrative make The Stand one of the most ambitious novels of the decade. It's a deeply human story about survival, morality, and the choices that define us, set against the backdrop of a crumbling world. Conclusion. The decade of the 1970s was an era of experimentation and boundary pushing in science fiction, producing works that are still revered today for their visionary ideas and their ability to capture the anxieties of their time. Whether it's the exploration of political systems, the nature of war, or the intricacies of human identity, these 10 novels represent the best of what sci-fi had to offer during this iconic decade. Each of these books not only shaped the genre but continues to resonate with readers in a world still grappling with many of the same issues they explored.